Hello and welcome to Juan Rivera's directing portfolio. This is Ancestral Birds, my original movement study. The whole gist of this movement study is to explore freedom, leaving the nest, becoming your own person, while still retaining the wisdom that is passed down through knowledge of parents and grandparents and family. And that came to me in the idea of birds and flight and freedom. I also wanted to incorporate the triangle because the triangle is the strongest shape in geometry. And I wanted to see how that played out in a movement study where one person was faced with adversity and they had to use not only their strength, but the strength that is passed down to them from older generations. In Other Desert Cities by John Robin Bates, I was really inspired by the idea of agitators being met with that same reciprocal agitation that they were giving out. And I wanted to explore how this played out in adult siblings. Their past trauma was gaslit and denied by their parents so much. And now when it is finally brought to light, there's so much conflict involving who said what the truth is, and if their relationship is worth risking over a potential lie that someone told. I also think it's very interesting that most of this is fueled by the denial of past trauma. So most of what is happening in the play is fueled by things that happened in the past that are coming to light in the present. So it's just this double whammy of agitation from the past and also agitation from the present. There's pressure on all sides, and the people here need to make a decision whether to let that continue to happen or to push back with that same energy.
I mean, this will sort of kill them. Doesn't that count for anything?
In Key Exchange by Kevin Wade, I was really inspired by the idea of the ephemerality of the quote-unquote right moment. And this came to me in the metaphor of an avocado, because an avocado is only ripe for a limited amount of time. Here we see two people who are attempting to find the right time to be a couple, but Philip, the man's promiscuousness, keeps him from jumping out or on to the wagon at the right time. And Lisa's need for loyalty caused her to leave the station before Philip even has a chance to get on. We see their relationship move from one that is ripe and ready for the picking to one that is sour and unappealing, and honestly, it's very entertaining to watch.
I'll go to dinner tonight. I'll meet your father. No, I'd like to.
No, it's forced, and I don't want it forced. No more pulling teeth, ums and buts and well, rights. No more excuses about dinner with my father, about the importance of screwing around, and about your stupid pace. I'm tired of fighting you every inch of the way.
In Pillow Talk by John Pielmeyer, I was inspired by the idea of bottling up emotions to the point where the container explodes. My metaphor for this was a hot dog eating contest. And the idea behind this is that if we swallow more emotion than we can handle, it will eventually come up way worse than when it went in. As Shrek always says, better out than in. In this play, we see a newlywed couple trying to seek marriage therapy only to find out that the wife never loved the groom and that the male doctor is incapable of loving anyone. Though this piece is a comedic one, I chose purposefully not to downplay the more somber issues at hand. Even though we have slow-mo scenes, pillows everywhere, and lots of extremely funny dialogue. The issue at hand here is people not speaking their truth and allowing themselves to stay silent when they could have spoken up about issues way beforehand, instead of letting them boil up and just simmer until they explode like a volcano, or they come out in a worse way.
I understand you. You know, I really do. I just, you know. I'm not joking. I really just feel. Okay,